Hello physical fiends, how you doing today? It's Monday, which means there's a Let's Get Physical video going out on Switch Watch, but I'm a busy boy because there's also a Worth the Buy episode here about Yohane the Parhelion, Numazu in the Mirage. This is available digitally on Switch and PlayStation, but there is a physical version available for both Switch and PlayStation 5. It is an import exclusive, but it does have English. Links are below with my discount code, but I'll go into more details about that later. First, I need to play it for a short amount of time to ask the question, would I buy it myself? So Yohane is part of the Love Live anime series. I don't know a whole lot about it, but it hasn't stopped me playing 2 games with her name in the title. Firstly, there was a pretty decent Metroidvania tie-in. Now we have an RPG, but it's a roguelike deck builder. Which, if you know me, I just don't really do well with this genre for reasons I won't go into now, but I promise to go into this with an open mind. And you know what, I actually quite like it. Obviously, these games need a lot of time to be sunk into them to make sure the mechanics are actually fun and work and flow well, so I can't say for sure if it's definitely worth a buy, but I've had a good time with it so far. Initially, I was a bit worried because the opening is a bit flat. I mean, it's hardly a raid on the Mako reactor, it's just a bunch of anime girls talking about food and cleaning a castle. Most of it went over my head, definitely one for fans of the series rather than newcomers, but after about 15 minutes, you're into the actual gameplay as you're sucked into a mirror, a literal mirror world, and now you can use magic cards and stuff. So there's kind of a world map where you choose which battles you want to get into. There are different routes to go in, and you can see, maybe some places have tougher battles, but perhaps greater rewards with a treasure or events that tend to give treasures anyways. You get into the flow straight away, and I can imagine it getting a little bit rote later on, maybe a little bit repetitive, especially with the enemy variety. But the battle system is fun. You're granted a deck of cards before you go into the maps, and through battles and treasures you can earn more to keep adding to your deck, often choosing between like 3 of them, like which one do I want right now. Each round, you can play up to 3, or at least ones which add up to 3 points. And mixing defense and offense, you can see what the enemy monster is going to do, and you need to do your best to mitigate it. Maybe lower their attack to make sure their power doesn't go over your shield number, or increasing your shield number, or just wiping them out before they can actually attack you. It all depends on which cards you draw. It's RNG a little bit. It's standard stuff. You have your wild cards, like throwing away one of your cards to draw more and hope for something good. I don't play these games often, obviously, but Numazu in the Mirage doesn't seem to be doing anything that I haven't seen before. And also, like I said, I don't know the anime or manga, but one thing I've learned pretty quickly is that its greatest strength is in its characters, the cast of girls. And even though Yohane is the star, they need to insert the other characters into the gameplay too. And they come in the form of summon cards. These are collected, and you can have 3 at once in your inventory, and at any time in the battle, you can choose one to turn the tides in your favor. These are disposable though. You can only use them once, and then they're gone for good. Even after the battle, they are gone. You need to find more of them. So you need to choose when and where to use them most wisely, because they truly make things really in your favor. I like this game quite a bit so far. It's mildly tactical, but not something you need to reread each card multiple times just to get to grips with it. And it doesn't seem like there are too many spanners in the works. So far, it's quite relaxing, but you still need to think about it. Like seriously, not taking any damage is important because you can only heal at very set points on the map. And when you do heal, they don't really give you that much healing stuff anyways. So I think they've got a good balance so far between neither being too easy nor too difficult. So this is available digitally, but the physical release is only available in Japan. It does have English, so you can import it either on Switch or PS5. There are standard editions and a very expensive premium version, which includes an art book, a soundtrack CD, a card set, and drama CD, although that will obviously be in Japanese. But yeah, if you want to import it, check the links below. I massively appreciate the support, and you can use the code Jordan24 to get 5% off. That's not too bad. I think I would play this more compared to other similar games that might have a bit more meat to them, because this is bright, it's colourful, and the characters and dialogue surprisingly nicely written with comedy and good reactions. I think Compile Heart could learn something here, and the presentation of the dialogue is good too. I mean, yeah, they're on JPEG backgrounds, but the characters actually feel present, like they're actually there, and the camera does some interesting things, placement way better than most budget JRPGs these days. So yeah, good stuff. Will you be picking this up on Switch or PS5? Please let me know in the comments below.